Hey everyone, this is Sal Congeloso from Geek.com, and I wanted to run through a quick video with you of the Olympus E-PL1. As you might know, this is Olympus's new digital pen. It's the consumer model. It's $5.99, and what you might not know is that it has an interesting new iAuto feature. So iAuto is just like shooting on auto on any DSLR, but it has this sort of intelligent feature which is designed to make it easy for people that aren't necessarily photographers to take higher quality shots. So I can just line this up here. Yeah. So right here we have, you can see some candy, and say I want to shoot that for Easter. This is just going to be an example. So if I know a lot about photography, I could customize it, which I could shoot on manual or aperture priority or something like that. If I don't, I'm really just going to put on iAuto and click. And that's going to be a fine shot, but there's really no way I could manipulate it the way I would using the other settings. But what iAuto lets me do on the E-PL1 is I could go into these settings here. Now I could change the brightness, change color saturation, change color image, change brightness, blur the background, or express motions without having to know what any of those things really mean. Now this on the bottom is just shooting tips. So say I do want to customize this image. I want to make it a little bit more artsy, but I don't know anything about f-stops or ISOs or exposure settings or sensitivity or any of that, right? I don't even know what that histogram in front of me means. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press OK. Let's go over to change color image. And now I'm presented with two things that make a lot of sense no matter who you are. There's warm, which I can go up rather, and you can see it get very orange, or I go down and it's getting really blue. So you might know that this is we're just changing our white balance setting, right? So as we go more warm, we're adjusting for a warmer shot, a lower Kelvin number. As we go cool, we're making it more blue and adjusting for a higher Kelvin setting. So without knowing anything about photography or lighting or white balance, we could do that. And now I take this shot and I get this really cool, as in bluish tint to my shot. And it's not perfectly accurate necessarily. The iAuto was more accurate, but I do have some customization, and if I want to get a little artsy, or if I want, I can get the shot I want, is my point. So also in here we have, go back to the menu, change color saturation. So we can go from clear and vivid. You can see that blue and the green really pop, but it's too orange on the bottom, along here. And then, or flat and muted. So this is more of a digital effect that you would do in post, but you get the point. We can go to change brightness as well. So now we can go from a really bright shot, totally overblown, to really dark. This one can also be customized too. So you press the left button, and now I could brighten the dark areas, or and brighten the bright areas. So I could basically customize what the brightest and darkest areas look like. How white my whites are and how black my blacks are. If you use Photoshop, you can do this really easily in your levels setting. But if you're advanced, if you're in intermediate or even a casual photographer, this stuff might not immediately appeal to you. So, but now you can handle it with just a few clicks of a button. The other settings are blur background. So it's not going to come out very well here. But if you're shooting outside and say you're taking a portrait of someone, you want their face to come in nice and sharply, but you wanted the background to have a really nice blur to it, the way you would with a wide open, like an f2.8 or f1.4 or whatever you're shooting, that sort of lens, then you could totally get that photo effect. It's not going to come out here, but you get the point. And then keep doing that. Then express motions. So this is just going to be your shutter speed. So blurred motion. If say one of these eggs was moving, you could see that it's a really slow shutter speed, and whatever's moving is going to look blurred. You go halfway, and you get a little bit of motion blur maybe, depending on how fast the object is moving. You go to stop motion. It's going to be a really fast shot, and if you want to do sports or something like that and you want to get the shot of everything crystal clear, you can. Or if you scale down and you want to get some maybe people clear, but a baseball or a soccer ball or something like that in motion, you totally can. So yeah, that's the Olympus E-PL1 and its iAuto setting. This is Sal Congeloso from Geek.com. Thanks for watching.